Hi Shabab, welcome to a new video, to part 18 of this tutorial series. In the previous video, we implemented a task detail screen so we can see the details of a task like the ID and so on and so forth. And in this video, we want to enable to edit a task because if you see, I added, for instance, a couple of test tasks. So we can edit the properties in here. We can put some task to close task and so on and so forth. And yeah, so let us start with editing a task. So go to components and create here a new view component called task update form. This form will be very similar to I would say it's very similar to the task create view, but a little bit different. But nonetheless, let us now implement this. Okay. Let us start by adding a field, const priorities. Let's say ref. As you might already know, now we are adding low, medium, and high priority here. So here we have medium, here we have high. So now let's add a field for tasks to again because we need the cached task. Mhm. Mhm. Next, we will define the request object. It's of type reactive, and of course, it's a reactive object of type task update request. Mhm. Okay. Let's say description. Let's say task store, task to edit, and here we have the description. Okay. Now let's duplicate this a couple of times. Here we have is reminder set. Here, of course, is reminder set. Here we have is task open. Copy this here. That is task open. Then last but not least, we have the priority. And here we have the priority. Okay, looks good for now. Let's move on. HTML will have couple of fields. Like one field the most important field will be the description field. So let's say here const description. As you can see, it's not that similar actually to the create task form. I had it in my mind. It was more similar. It was yeah, more similar to the task create form. Description. Okay. Then we have to have some events that we want to emit const emit equals, let's call it plural define emits. In this array, we have an event called updated task. Then we have an event called abort clicked. Then we have another value, handle submit. Okay. Oh, I'm running out of battery. Let me just check. For this video, I should be fine. Okay. Let's check some things in here. If request description dot length. I mean, as you can remember, we want to check if it has at least 3 characters. Let's say greater sign equal min underscore task description. That is imported. Okay, then we want to emit something. Emits, and what we're putting here is, of course, let's take the updated task, and we say what we say. We also want to emit the ID task to edit ID, and of course the request object, semicolon at the end, then we're good. Else we say description dot error message dot value equals description needs to be at least 3 characters long. Okay. Okay. And the last thing here, what we need to handle the reset, when someone clicks on abort, const handle abort. We say emits, and we say just abort clicked. Okay, this looks good for now. Now we have to add the UI part. So let me just check. Okay, more than enough battery. Okay, I mean the styling we can delete in here. Let's start with the styling. I think this part we can copy some things from trace create form. Okay. I mean, we can copy most of it. Just I will copy this, then I will adapt it. Here we say handle submit. Okay, the V model is different. Here the V model is request dot description. Counter can stay how it is. This can be this can stay how it is. Next thing we have is the checkbox for its reminder set. Here we remove this V model and we say request is reminder set. That label can stay how it is. To be honest, we don't need this error message here. Let's remove it. Count a value we also don't need. Just label and type. It looks good. And now it's just so much less code, so we can make it a one-liner. It's a little bit to have a better overview. Okay. Let's just duplicate this line. And we will, of course, make this is task open. Label, let's call it also open, load type checkbox. Now we come to the select, and the select is again from request. Priority. Okay. I had a typo in here. Where is it? Now it's priorities, and now it's also priorities for items for the array of priority. Okay. So this can be also one liner like this, like this. Looks good. Okay. Clear button. Here we suggest handle abort. It's not clear, we just abort. Okay, here we just say update. And yeah, submit can stay how it is. Looks good. Okay, okay. I would say we are done for this part in here. Still 8%. Okay. Now I would say let us tackle the composable. So go to composables, create a new TypeScript file. Let us call it edit task. And yes, now we can start, but to be honest, we can also copy some things out of here. So wait a second. Before we start copying, just give it a name. Export async function edit task. Okay. And now we can copy the parameters like from generate task. So let's copy this, all the parameters. And yes, also I think the return type we can also copy from here. Yes, just copy this and copy this. Okay. Okay, now we have just add up some things. Our request is of course of type task update request. Task update request. Then we have loading reference boolean is network area error boolean Axios error stays how it is reference boolean and second da, 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 Okay, this stays how it is. This stays how it is. Okay, this looks good. And now I'm just thinking, to be honest, we can also copy the rest, also the body art from here. Just that we have to adapt one small thing, the call we are doing. Okay. Okay, we start the method call. This loading is true, yes. Is network error is false, of course. Then we have our await, but we say update task. We say update task, and we have to put in here the ID. And the ID comes from also from our as a parameter ID number. Okay. Then we have its loading is false. Navigate to task view is correct. And then we have here error. We just say log request error in edit task. And yeah, that's basically it. That's how we do it. Now we're done with our composable. Nice. Hello. Okay, now we have to go to the update page. So let's create task update page. Okay, 5%. Just let me just quickly pause the video. I'm in a sec back. Okay. Now we are here, task update page. And now let's define props. Define props. Okay. We have a property called of type ID. It's an object. Here we can define of which type it is. It's type string. String. Has to be uppercase S. Okay. Required, it's true. Okay, required, it's true. That's great. Okay, I think the next lines we can also copy from our task create page. Yeah, basically this can be copied from task create page to task update page as well. We'll need those as well. Now we say const clicked abort. Okay, we define what happens here. We need the router and we say just back. Okay. Ajal. Okay. Now we say update task, and now we define method signature is of type ID of type number, and then we have of course our request of type task update request. Okay. Hassanan, good. Add a task. Now we say, now we define the semicolon at the end, and now give the parameter, oh gosh, okay, ID. Now we give it the ID, we give it the request, we give it is loading, of course, is network error, Axios error, navigate to tasks view, and that should be it. Okay, and we are done for the script part. And style you can also delete in here. Okay, let us copy just the navbar, and yeah, and all. I mean, we can copy the whole template from task create page and just adapt it. Okay. So the first thing we have here is task update form. There it is. Okay. I say add update task, and we give it a update task. And when abort is clicked for the when the event gets emitted, abort clicked, we give it the clicked abort. That's how we do it. Okay. Just make sure one more thing that the server is still up and running. It looks like currently it's down. Next thing, what we are going to do, of course, we have to go to the router, open the index.ts file from the router, and now just this part we can also duplicate, the last part for task detail view. And now we have, can say tasks slash, for instance, edit, say task update view, and we give it the task update page. And halas, now we are done. Now we can go to the terminal and we say again p npm def, type enter, and we just, okay, the server is still spinning up. Localhost. Okay, I will just pause quickly the video again. Okay, now as you can see, my server on render is up again. So you can see, let's just go to inspect console to track any errors. For instance, now I want to rename this task and I will close it. Now go to edit task. There you see we have everything set up. Just go abort. And you see its reminder set is task open is true, got created date, and so on and so forth. Let's go back also here. Let's click on edit task. Let's take this. Let's remove all of this. Set also the priority to low. What can we do? Task cook مناقيش or مناقيش بالفصحى. If you don't know what مناقيش or مناقيش is, I mean مناقيش you say it on Shami dialect, Lashta Shami, and مناقيش is the proper Arabic way to say it. Because the qaf get we don't pronounce it in the Levantine dialect. But now let's click on update and see what happens. It sends a patch request to our backend, and now you see test 4 is gone. Let's go to closed, and as you see, we have a closed task now, and the border is black. For green, the border is green. For open is the border is green, and now in all tasks you see it. But for instance, if you wanna, let's go to fry falafel. Let's go to edit task. Also take away the open. Let's click here on update. Now you see we have nothing in here, and close task also manaqish and fry falafel. It's just falafel by the way when you pronounce it. It's also on closed. It's great on all tasks. All of them are here. But for instance, if you're on closed task, let's click on the icon in here. You see we go to the home again and so on and so forth. And yeah. Okay. Looks good. Yeah, that's basically the patch update request. It's done. Oh, this video is quite long right now. I hope you don't mind, ya Shabab. But we are basically almost done with the CRUD operations. We have the create, we have the read, we have the update. The D is missing, the delete, and we will do it in part 19 in the next video. So see you soon, ya Shabab. Illa liqa.